Hi guys, I hope you're well. I'm gonna talk about twin flames and just how much they love you. And I actually wanted to do this message because for a long time I have been I've been wondering, that I seem to be the one that's kind of like seems to be interested and wanting to be in a relationship with my twin flame, but he doesn't show any interest. And it's not because they don't love us, they love us so much. But what I've come to realize is that because there is a part of me that I'm ignoring, and there's a part of me that doesn't want to be with myself, and that's the reason why it seems like he's ignoring me. And because we share the same, consciousness, I'm always doing the mirror exercises, and I cannot stress enough about the mirror exercise. It's just an amazing tool to use. And recently, in the past, I'll say in the past week, it's almost like magic, in me using the mirror exercises. And when I see him, just the way that he behaves towards me is just completely different to how it used to be. It's it was actually in the beginning, when we first met, and we said hello to each other, we spoke to each other, and I added him on Instagram after a while. I think it was about a couple of months, maybe 3 months into, after meeting him, that I added him on Instagram, and he blocked me. So after he blocked me, I was a little bit, obviously I was really upset, and I was a bit, a bit shocked, because we've been speaking to each other, and I kind of got that vibe that he was interested in me, and then he blocked me. So then I went onto YouTube and I was searching, my twin flame has blocked me, blah blah blah, and realized, a lot of people were talking about twin flame separation, and about how, yes, they block you because they're just so afraid of the love that you're giving onto them. And yes, that might be true, but if that is the case, then it's because we are also afraid of the love that, we should be giving to ourselves. We're afraid to show ourselves that love. And what I've come to realize by following Jeff and Shaleia is that twin flames, we share the same consciousness, so we are not separate. I see a lot of the times people talk about twin flame separation, and it's something that I'm going to talk about as well. But we are not separate. We are the same. We share the same consciousness. So the only way to heal that is through the mirror exercise. So I always have to kind of think to myself, okay, so, I must be running away from myself, or I must be blocking love from, I must be blocking myself from receiving love from myself, and then just try and work through that to heal it. And I noticed that it's the same with, my twin flame, because the moment I heal it, my relationship with him is just so different and just so amazing. So when we first met and I added him on Instagram and he blocked me, I was shocked. I was really upset. And then I saw him that same day. And when I saw him, it was as though nothing had happened. He was really nice to me, and he was looking at me. Sometimes he would, say or just behave in a really odd way, and then next minute he's just looking, just really deeply staring into my eyes with just so much love. And I didn't really understand what was going on at first, but in having gone through this journey for almost a year, I'm coming to realize, and through doing my mirror exercises, I'm coming to realize that it's actually because I was blocking myself. So I've been working through that, and in terms of them not showing full interest in you is probably because it's some way you're kind of not loving yourself, because that's the only way to get your twin flame to absolutely show, not actually adore you, but to show how much they adore you, is for you to absolutely love yourself. And when you love yourself, it's like they're you. So, as the more you heal, the more you bring them closer to you, and the more you become closer to each other. So each step that you take into healing, they are also healing, and it brings you closer and closer together, and they show you. I'll give a typical example. Like I was saying before, when I first met him, and just the way that he was towards me, it was like hot and cold constantly for a long time. And since I've been doing my mirror exercises for a few weeks, I've noticed that he's his behavior towards me is just totally different, completely different. And I'm coming to realize that is the reason why he was hot and cold wasn't because he didn't love me or he didn't want to be with me. It's because I'm actually, putting other people first. And that was the biggest step or the biggest realization that I needed to break. Putting other people first, other people's needs, and neglecting myself. So the more I'm healing it, the more he's actually showing interest in me. But, it's not that he didn't show interest in me before because he didn't love me, but it was because I was putting other people first. So then he was reflecting that back to me, because, they're your complete mirror, and they reflect back to you everything about yourself. So yeah, that's what he was showing me. He was teaching me that don't put other people first, but put yourself first. And I know, like, some people might say it sounds selfish, and to some extent it is, but we have to be selfish, and not selfish in a good way, selfish in looking after yourself first, selfish in looking after number one, which is you, before anything else. And I've been doing that. I've been healing that part of me, and the more I'm loving myself, the more I can see him being drawn to me, and it's so amazing. And it's like he was showing me where my weak areas were, so that I can work on it. In the same way, we do the same thing for them as well. They might also be wondering that, my twin flame doesn't love me, but it's because you're also showing them things that they need to work on themselves. And the only way that you can come close to them is by totally being dedicated and working on yourself, because unless you're actually prepared to work on yourself, union is never going to happen. Because for union to happen, you actually have to come into union with yourself. And it's the hard truth, and I really struggled with that at first. You have to be totally in love with yourself and in love with God, and your twin flame will automatically show you that love. So this is for in case you're wondering, it doesn't seem like my twin flame loves me because they're always distant, they're always running, and I'm always chasing after them. Is because you're running away from yourself. So do the mirror exercises. And if you don't know what the mirror exercise is, watch my previous videos, and I explain what it is, and I give examples of how to do the mirror exercise. It's also in Jeff and Shaleia's book, Finding Your Way to Your Ultimate Lover. So check that out as well. I'll leave the information. I'll leave all of that in the information box below, so check it out. But mirror exercise is the key to actually coming into union with your twin flame. But nevertheless, do not forget that they absolutely adore you, and they want to be with you just as much as you want to be with them. It's a gap that needs to be closed, and it's not about chasing them, because when you're chasing them, they're also running, because that whilst you're chasing them, it actually means that you're running away from yourself. And the more you run away from yourself, the more they run away from themselves, which is also you. You know, and I hope this resonates, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you again real soon. But don't forget that they love you, and I really hope that it brings, you know, clarity to you and in your journey as well, because a lot of the time it can be stressful not knowing, you know, where to go or how your twin flame feels about you. But always remember that they love you, and everything that you see with them is a reflection back to you. So don't forget that even if it's like the simplest thing, like they're ignoring you, you know, 1 minute they're talking to you and the next minute it seems like they're ignoring you, just don't forget that is because you're ignoring yourself. And do the mirror exercise and heal that within yourself. You will notice a big change in them, just like I have noticed a big change in my twin flame, and now he talks to me so much more than he did before, and it's so amazing. And I'm coming to realize that it's not because he didn't love me. He actually loves me so much, but it's because I didn't love myself enough, and I was chasing him for him to give me that love that I wasn't giving myself. And that's why it seemed like he was running away from me. So yeah, I hope this helps, and check out for more videos, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.